Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today I'm doing my December Fauxbonichi flip. So we're going to start with December and I'm going to flip open to December. And this is my December calendar and I read 10 books this month and I did do I reached my 10,000 goal steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 6 times this month. So that's more than last month. And yeah, so I'm going to do a flip through of each day and show you what I did. So on the first, I got a shark vacuum for Hanukkah. And I promise everything will be okay. I was getting not feeling so well, so I journaled that in there. And then on the second, I did some cleaning of my craft room, and I found some articles that me and my husband put in the newspaper on Valentine's Day when we were dating, and also some Chinese food quotes from the fortune cookies. I added that into my book. And on the third was Hanukkah, so I did some traditions that we do every year on Hanukkah, and I journaled about that. On the fourth, I started to use my stamps, so I started cleaning out my craft room, so I found some stamps that I haven't used in a while, so I made some snowmen there. And on the 5th, I did my 2016 reading list for my reading for next year. Well, for this year. And on the 6th, the first day of Hanukkah started. So I did some Hanukkah stuff. And on the 7th is the second day of Hanukkah. I started to do, I wanted to do this backgrounds, but it came out too dark and I really can't see my journaling, so I'm not going to be doing that again. So I did that there. On the 8th, I just put a little more fun, a little more love, a little more light for Hanukkah. So, and on the 9th, I drew this flower. Trying to do happy stuff. On the 10th, just keep moving, going on. And on the 11th is some Christmas joy. And on the 12th, I just did some awaits you in 2016. Wealth, friends, new job, travel, and dream holiday. That's what YouTube said. No, Facebook. Sorry. That was Facebook said that to me, so I put that on in my book. And on the 13th, we sent off some balloons for my friend's dad passed away, and we sent off some balloons, so I did a balloons thing. And I think it was the last day of Hanukkah, so I did the Hanukkah thing there. And then on the 14th, we went to the chorus concert, so I started to use I drew this, and I put some, just drew it. So on the 15th, I drew this again, and there's a really cool quote. So let's see if I could zoom in a little bit, but the lighting's not too good. It says, "When you choose joy, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. And when you do good, it reminds others of what joy feels like, and it just might inspire them to do the same." So, and on the 16th, cozy nights and a good book. I just drew that. And on the 17th, my daughter left me a note on the door, and it said, "Bye, Mom, I have to catch the bus." And she left at 7:24, so she left me that little note, and I thought that was really cool, so I added that into my book. My husband quit his job, and I put breathe in here, just to relieve some stress, and I colored that in and put it in my book. And on the 18th, my other daughter, Naomi, drew this for me. It's a girl drinking coffee. And I put a card in here. Lights, visit the lights. We went around the neighborhood and looked at the lights, which was really cool. And I journaled. I made a card and I journaled about the lights. So, yeah, we had some fun doing that. I love Snoopy, so we started counting Snoopy in the lights around the neighborhood, and it was really cool. And we also found not a Charlie Brown, a Charlie Bear, we call it. My daughter kept on calling it Charlie Bear, so it was kind of funny. So that was that. And on the 19th, I was having some issues with stress again. So I wrote, I will breathe. I will think of solutions. I will not let my worry control me. I will not let my stress level break me. I will simply breathe and I will be okay because I don't quit. So there was a little quote that I stuck in there. And the 20th, so many books, so little time. I always say that, and I ordered the t-shirt, I think, that day. So I put that in there. And on the 21st, today we will live in the moment. I ate too many cookies. So that was, I drew a Cookie Monster there. And on the 22nd, I drew Daisy. She got a haircut that day. So, and they cut her paw and she got a little blood there. So I drew the picture of her paw. And she also had a tick on her neck. So that was that. And on the 23rd, today I choose joy. Joy is a choice. So I put that in there. Busy is a choice. Stress is a choice. So choose well. And I chose joy. And then on the 24th, we saw Star Wars. And it looks like we had some bugs. So I drew a bug in there. Yeah, I was baking cookies and I found some bugs in the pantry. Well, not very good. I don't really like bugs, so yuck. And on the 25th, I drew this Snoopy, and he is wearing flip-flops, and he's wearing a bathing suit because it's kind of like 70 degrees here in New Jersey. So, yeah, I drew that. And then I wanted to journal, and we saw some lights. This is Christmas Day. We went to my parents and came home, and we looked at the lights again. So I drew, and I wrote about the lights, and I tried to do the paper again, but it came out too dark, so that's why I stuck this here. And I made the card there. So on the 26th, we watched Return of the Jedi at home, and I did a lot of shopping. Shopping, Justice, Old Navy, Michael's, Barnes & Noble. And on the 27th, I started to use my new stamps that I got and my die cut machine. So that's my penguin there. On the 28th, I drew another Snoopy, and I shopped at Book Outlet, and I did some YouTube videos, and I wrote this little quote in here. Life is like a book, some chapters sad, some happy, and some exciting, but if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds. So I thought that was really cool. And on the 28th, I had some allergies with my eyes again, very swollen, I don't know. And then on the 30th, I drew this clock, and it says, if you really want to do something, you'll find the way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. And I journaled about junk food that I like to eat. And on the 31st, tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-page book. Write a good one. That was a quote that I had. And here's my 2016 goals. Choose joy. Read 100 plus books. Journal every day. Exercise 3 times a week. Family time. Spend more time with the family. And continue to do Project 365. Even though I forget to take photos every day. Yeah, sometimes I forget. So this is New Year's Day. It says, we will open the book. Its pages are blank. We are going to put words on them ourselves. The book is called Opportunity, and it's the first chapter. And the first chapter is New Year's Day. So that was my first page. And then I did my January, and it is purple. And my goal is to think positive, talk positive, feel positive. So I wrote that in there, and yeah. And I did today's day. So I did today, Time to Embrace Life, 2016, New Year. And then I did a summary of 2015. Kids turned 11. Kids graduated elementary school. Kids went to middle school. I turned 45. Evan turned 45. Vacation, Great Wolf Lodge in Pennsylvania. I went to BookCon in New York City. Evan started his own business, and I work as a cafeteria monitor. So that's it. And then I did all the pages. I put this in, live every moment, laugh every day, and I did it all the way to 31st of January. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!